On the next street. Bless up my valued viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. So right now, Jamaica, phase 1, reservation, on track for June, says Mr. Clark. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark has said the reservation for the work and the powerhouse at the Jamaica aluminum refinery in Clarendon is on track and will take place over the next 3 phases. The powerhouse was destroyed in an explosion and subsequent fire on August 22nd last year. On September the 29th, then Mining Minister Robert Montague told Parliament that the closure of the plant was costing up to US $500,000 daily. Clark, who was responding to question from the opposite spokesman on energy, Philip Palwell, in the House of Representatives last week, said phase 1 of the reservation efforts should be completed by June 22, by which time Jamaica expect the recommendance of operations at up to 50% of capacity using steam from a set of boilers now being installed. Clark added that it is expected that the mining operation and the association job will begin to be restored in the few weeks prior. The resumption of production, the finance minister who has responsibility for Clarendon aluminum production cap, which handles the government 45% share in the operation of Jamaica, also shared that by the end of September 2022, Jamaica should expect to be back at 100% production, which should mark phase 2 of the recovery effort. Production costs should be lower than phase 1, but still not at the most efficient level possible, because in the phase 2, Jamaica will still be relying on this temporary steam solution, explained Clark. He said the phase 3 is involved the rebuilding of the powerhouse, and the bauxite company is now considering a number of strategic options to achieve that goal. It is projected that the completion of the construction of the powerhouse will be achieved by 2024. A distant view of the massive fire which destroyed the powerhouse at Jamaica Bauxite Company in Ailes Hall, Clarendon. Meanwhile, Clark said all mining activities which were suspended from October the 6th remain on hold except for the limited reclamation and rehabilitation works that are ongoing. The expectation is that with the boilers now arriving and installation commencing, phase 1 production will begin by the end of June, as such mining activities are expected to resume to some extent in weeks prior to the phase 1 resumption. The finance minister said, in terms of insurance, Clark also told the House of Jamaica submitted a claim for a full policy limited US 250 million for which the operation were insured. The minister explained that while a claim was made for the full amount, the insurance policy has many lawyers and a consortium of insurers and reinsurers provide coverage for different layers of insurance and in different amounts. Responding to Paulwell's question about whether the claim was settled in full, Clark, if the meanings of the statement is whether full payment has been made, then the answer would be not yet, as payment is expected to be made over time as Jamaica rebuild and restore. However, the expectation is that the claim will settle in full over the course of time. Clark said the insurance proceeds receive so far a total of US 68 million, which has been used to fund the cleanup upset, the preservation and phase one reservation activities. Some viewers look for Jamaica back on the board. So right now, we are go over back to the whole female cop situation. Female cop in hot water with JCF granted bail and ganja charge. A detective sergeant who last week claimed that she was being victimized for blowing the whistle, and a number of high-ranking police officers has been charged with possession and dealing in ganja. Sergeant Tamika Taylor was charged on Wednesday following a ruling by the Officers of Director of Public Prosecution (ODPP). The cop was offered bail in the sum of 400,000 and made her first appearance in the St. Thomas Parish Court on Thursday. Interestingly, the policewoman common law husband Rowan Harris has several drug-related charges in St. Thomas Parish stemming from his arrest last year after narcotics police destroyed a ganja farm that allegedly belonged to him in Dumfries, St. Thomas last year. Allegations are that on February 18, 2021, law enforcers acting on intelligence went to the community and found nearly 1,000 full-grown ganja plants on the farm. Harris reportedly told the police that he had a license to cultivate the plant, but none was subsequently forthcoming. He was later arrested and charged. The ruling from the DPP conclude that Taylor should have been aware of her spouse's activities as she lived with him. So viewers, and this is the thing there. Police get hold on and get bite because our spouse, or we should say our husband, do some dealing in the whole drugs situation. So leave some comment down below.